And welcome back to Let's Play Shin Megami Tensei, Devil Survivor Overclocked. Last time, we saved Miss Mari from her death at the hands of a vampire, and we set it up in such a way so that we'll be able to save Keisuke, who was also slated to die today. Of course, we'll also be checking out all the ways that can go wrong. Day 5 is easily one of the most variable days in the game, honestly even more so than Day 7, which has a distinct route for every possible ending, but there's a lot of overlap between those routes, so that's something we'll go over when we get there, of course, but just want to draw attention to one other demon I fused here. I did some fusing off of auction purchases to create an Abaddon. We're going to want this guy for the end of Day 5, as well as to fuse into a Hecate, who is another demon that I got access to via leveling up. Hecate becomes available at level 42 and is our next Tyrant-type demon, so definitely want to make her, and it's a good idea to level up Abaddon and use him to get Bufudyne onto her, for reasons that'll become apparent in the near future. With enough rambling, and I don't really feel that's enough rambling to warrant a timestamp, let's get on with the decorum of the day and engage with Keisuke here.
Please, please forgive me.
It's okay. Come a little closer. In a world like this, power is not earned, but taken. I'm above the law!
Above the law? Sounds like your heart rotted somewhere along the way.
What was that, you little brat? How dare you take that tone with me?
Isn't it your job to protect and serve the people? You're doing just the opposite.
Ha! Everyone is so intent on telling us what our duty is. The old ways are dead, kid. Anyone still trying to uphold those laws is a fool. It's time we started living smarter.
I've heard enough. Talking to scum like you is a waste of time.
What was that, you little bastard? Say it again, kid. I dare ya. You're just as bad as that monster kid we ran into. You don't respect your elders.
I'll say it as many times as you want. You're scum, and talking to you is a waste. Now, face your judgment. Let's ask Hell's Magistrate Yama what your crimes are.
Thou hast abused and neglected thy position of power to fill thy dark desires. For thine sins most grave, I sentence thee to death.
What the? What is this? Stop! You monster! There's no way I'm fighting a demon this strong!
Do you really think you can escape Yama's judgment?
Damn it! What the hell is this thing?
Keisuke, stop it! These people are... Hey! It's you guys!
Ah, not these kids again!
We took your comps away the other day! How did you find more of them?
What idiots. You see what I mean? Corrupt people never change. That's why they must be judged by Yama. It's the only way. Yama will know if they're repentant, or if they'll go right back to their evil ways.
No! That's taking it too far! It's wrong!
Maybe so. But the world I'm constructing will be a peaceful one for those with righteous hearts. Even if Yama tipped his scales against me, I'd still be satisfied. Peace for the pure of heart, and for the corrupt, the pain of death.
What do we do? Keisuke's our friend. I don't really want to fight him. Maybe we can BS our way through this and find a way to convince him later.
Now, you can actually talk Keisuke down here, and this does open up an alternative route throughout Day 5. However, the ideal circumstances that we actually, or rather, what will result in the ideal circumstances here, is actually if we take the route of resistance and violence. We do not want to talk Keisuke down here.
It's not that I don't understand your point of view, but I'm creating a world for the righteous. Get in my way, and I'll eliminate you too.
Alright, so I will say this for Keisuke, as much as of a Templar as he's acting right now, he does seem to have a lot more self-awareness than the typical holder of reason, or person pursuing reason in Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. Now, this battle has several conditions for it. First off, we have a bunch of people that we need to save here. If any citizen dies due to demons, then it is mission over. This goes double for the cops as well. Well, not double, but it also applies to the cops. The cops, we can also attack and destroy their comps, and we actually do want to do that for one specific cop. The one on the right has access to the auto skill Magic Yang. Magic Yang is really good. It activates at the start of the battle and halves the cost of magic for everybody who participates in the battle. This doesn't benefit the enemy at all, since they almost never run out of MP anyway, but it's very good for our team, so we want to pick that up. Also, we can pick up a variety of skills from Yama. We could pick up Agidine. Arizade is actually on the cop, but we're just going to pass on that again. Magic Yang is much more important. We can also get Fire Amp from Yama. I'm going to go for Agidine off of him. This is, again, one of those situations where I'd actually say the command skill is more important because, well, Fire Amp just doesn't have that much appeal if we can't boost Agidine without it. So let's go for Agidine instead, and it's a relatively cheap skill to get. So the way we want to approach this is, this fight will end immediately once you kill Yama, and that's how we're going to want to do it. What we want to do is we just want to idle at the start of the battle, just pass your first set of turns, and let these guys come closer to you. We don't actually have the kind of setup that will allow us to finish these guys off on the first turn, so just want to waste it a little bit, let them all get close to us, and then we'll do it. Let me set up my team so that we can do this properly. Alright, just made some very quick changes here. We're not going to bother deploying Midori, and Atsuro's only here because we have to deploy him. Otherwise, I wouldn't even bother. I want to set myself up to crack Magic Yang, and then Yuzu to crack Agidine, since we're going to be going in that order. Remember, our speed is faster than Yuzu now. I also set Yuzu up with Ice Stance and Ice Boost to deal good damage to Yama. He's not weak to Ice, but he is neutral to it. Elect Magic, he is unfortunately resistant to, so we can't use Elect Amp, Elect Dances to deal with him. And I've also got her set up with Berserker, who just hits like an absolute Mack truck at this point in the game. So Yuzu should be able to soften him up with Ice Dance, and then Berserker will be able to finish him off. I've got myself set up with Kukulin and Mothman, and Elect Amp Mazio. That'll take out this team over here real quick. So like I said, we just want to start out just passing our turns.
Hey, are we really fighting Keisuke?
We just gotta defeat Yama.
Just Yama? Are you sure that'll be enough?
The world Keisuke wants is one where evil people face judgment by Yama. So, if we defeat Yama, Keisuke won't be able to make that happen.
Alright, so very simple plan. Keisuke must not kill the policeman, but you have to get his comp away too. So yes, the policemen will be attempting to escape, and we can also destroy their comp so that they can't fight anybody. Again, we're just going to pass all our turns here, let these guys approach us.
I don't want to be here. Maybe we can get away while they're fighting.
I won't let you run from your judgment. Evil must be punished. Are you really going to fight me? Don't you realize that you'd be fighting against our chance at a world of righteousness? I had no intention of fighting you guys. But if you insist on getting in my way, I won't hold back.
Keisuke!
We can fight Keisuke here, but there really isn't any point to. As you can see, the Ouroboros is making use of his own devil speed, but not anything to be concerned about. Now, everybody's in position, we can do what we want to. We want a Wilder for the devil speed, and now we can just eliminate all the guys that we need to get rid of. Let's start by picking up Magic Yang here. And use Mazio, Modown. Fortunately, Kukulin has Pierce at this point, so he is able to bypass the cop's physical resistance, and we'll just throw out that Maragi there just for the sake of it. Maybe I should have just used Brutal Hit instead. Yeah, whatever. He does have Pierce, right? I feel like that should have killed. Modown does have really low damage, though, so I guess it's not the most surprising thing in the world that didn't kill the guy. We're still able to finish him off with the Mazio, get Magic Yang there. Not going to set that because we don't really need it. Alright, so let's get that taken care of.
Wait! I surrender. I'll be a good guy, I swear. It's true. I'll leave my comp here to prove it. Just don't kill me.
Ah, I see you stick by your convictions. You destroyed the comp. Alright,
Oh my god, I'm alive? I have to run away.
hopefully this has been a wake-up call for him that maybe he shouldn't press his luck with this whole lockdown situation and being a comp user. With that resolved, though, we can take on Yama. Yama has quite a bit of HP, 542, but we should have enough damage to just absolutely chew through all this. Alright, so we'll start out with Yuzu's Ice Dance, have Berserker, well, throw out a Berserk, I think that would be a pretty prudent idea. Nah, Berserk makes more sense. And maybe I should have used Aggravate there just to ensure that we actually got the damage. I don't think it's gonna matter though. Yeah, oh my god! Okay, yeah, Berserker kind of got chumped on in the last video, but that is a good example of just what he's capable of when we get the first strike. And we don't need to set Agidyne right now. No, I am Yama. How could I be defeated by mere humans?
What? Yama? How could Yama lose?
All right, we got Yama. Just that policeman to go.
Oh, wait! I'll never do another bad deed in my life! See this comp? I'm putting it down. So spare me!
You destroyed the comp.
Ah!
There. Now these comps can't do any more harm.
I'm glad we were able to get Johnny Young Bosch to see the lights. But yes, you just have to defeat Yama and the fight is over. And we get a couple extra rewards here.
Keisuke, I understand that all you wanted was a world of justice without the bad people. But don't you think ruling by fear would go awry somewhere down the line?
I considered allowing evil to run free to be the greater of two sins. Why do people who live good lives have to have them ruined by selfish people? It's not right. It's not fair. That's why I really wanted to change the world. Then Yama appeared and I gained the power to do it. So why shouldn't I?
Well, I mean, it was never your power, and is Yama truly the only way to achieve what you're looking for?
I see. You're right. Yama isn't the only way to serve justice. I was just using him for his power. I have to start over. This time, I'll do it with my own power.
What are you saying? You don't get it at all, Keisuke! That's not what he's trying to tell you! You can't force justice on people! You lead by example, and then they'll understand!
Midori, lead by example?
Yeah, that's the right idea.
But why? What was I doing wrong then? I was borrowing Yama's power, but I was doing it of my own volition.
Well, you were murdering people and creating a cycle of violence.
Force? Of course I was using force. They never get it unless I force them to.
What I'm saying is, if you resort to violence, you're no better than they are.
Me? The same as them?
Don't you get it? That's not like you.
No, I'm not like that. I'm...
Keisuke.
I am like that. Yeah. What? What have I done? I've been doing exactly what they're doing. I'm a fool who can't be saved. I've made a horrible, irreversible mistake.
Come on, Keisuke. Look, I've been pretty harsh on you, but you can redeem yourself.
What?
Yeah. If you can't reverse what you've done, then just start all over. There's a lot more people in trouble out there, and we haven't been released yet. Don't you see how much we can still do?
I'm a fool. I would have only repeated the same mistakes. Thank you. I'll keep going, and I won't give up this time.
Yeah, that's the spirit, Keisuke! Hey! I think Keisuke gets it now. Can we have him back on the team now? Please?
Well, okay.
You mean it?
Of course he does! You think he's gonna say he was kidding now? Jeez! Just be happy about it!
Yeah, thanks. I'll work really hard.
Keisuke joined the party. Yama can now be fused using the Cathedral of Shadows, and Yama's a pretty good demon, so if you have a good fusion leading into him, I'd actually recommend creating him. But yes, we have reunited with our murderous friend, and yes, you can set Keisuke, though honestly, I kind of find Midori to be superior more often than not. Does have a little bit more magic than her right now, but, oh, level 48? What the? Okay, that explains that. Jeez. Okay, so Keisuke joins in with some serious gains. Use him if you want to. I've never personally cared for Keisuke, and his advantage right now is strictly temporary, but hey, that's actually a pretty good thing in his favor. That's actually like the level you'd expect to be at the end of day 6, so wow, okay. Go you, Keisuke. But that is far from the only way we can actually resolve this situation. There are quite a number of ways that this situation can go, and some of them are obviously less desirable for the group as a whole, and especially Keisuke, depending on how we approach them. So I've already got my New Game Plus file set up to the situation where we can actually see some of the alternatives. So first thing I want to go over is the end of day 4. Now in this file, I've let Haru die. You can either just skip past the event where you rescue her, or talk her into committing suicide herself. Strangely, Yuzu does not get on your case for this, but if you do let Haru die, then quite a few things change at the end of day 4. So let's get into the post-day wrap-up, and let's get a little bit different dialogue here.
Thanks. I guess I'll let it slide this one time. In any case...
Yuzu, don't be so jealous. Anyway, now we'll let this finish up. I think we can just ignore them and sleep and get to the next part.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so coming to the end of this...
So, here you are.
Oh, Jin! What's the matter?
Well, there's something I feel I have to tell you guys. I've been looking for you.
What's so important you had to track us down?
It's about Haru. She's dead.
No! Why?
They say she tried to get past the Self-Defense Force's barricades. The soldiers warned her repeatedly, but Haru just wouldn't stop. They shot her.
Oh!
I just came to tell you all that. See ya.
Damn! So the Laplace mail was talking about Haru after all.
We can't let it happen again. We really need to pull it together. The Laplace mail. We have to read the ones we get more carefully from now on.
That's right. We found out this morning that Keisuke's comp didn't get the email. Damn it, we're the only ones with the details of those predictions, and we can't make any more mistakes. Let's read all the emails carefully. We have to remember what they say and save everyone before those events happen.
Haru, I'm so sorry.
I'll just tell you this right now, Haru dying is an unmitigated disaster, and you have to be pretty dense to let it happen. If you allow Haru to die, then 3 of the 5 ending routes of the game are completely closed off to you. You cannot get them at all, no matter what you do. So, yeah, if you want to see the various ways this game can resolve, make sure to save Haru. Now, depending on how the day ends, there's actually a couple of emails that can actually end up changing. Let's see, Keisuke's, Honda's, and Kaido's emails are all the same. However, Midori's, Yuzu's, and Atsuro's are different because Haru died. So let's take a look at these. I can't believe that someone you know is dead. Are you okay? I don't know how close you were, but it's always sad when someone you know dies. I don't know what to say at times like this. It's awful. I was so happy to save Midori, but now Haru's dead. It was in that Laplace mail, but we couldn't change it. How long do we have to stay here? Anyone can see that the gap between demon tamers and regular people is getting bigger and bigger. I'm scared. Help me, CJ. Yeah, I got a different nickname in this one. We have to help. And finally, Atsuro. We got the Laplace mail, but we weren't able to do anything about it. Keisuke's gone nuts. Kaido's friends are dead. Haru's dead. don't understand anymore. I want to do something about Keisuke at the very least. I just don't know if I can do it. We can do it, Hatsuro. But, yeah, that's all that changes here, so once again, the remaining emails are the same. So let's cut ahead a little bit to further into Day 5. Alright, so we've wound the clock back a little bit relative to our main playthrough, and we're actually at the time of Mari's battle with Kudlak. This time around, though, I gave the bag to Mari instead of giving it to Kaido, and if you do that, then Keisuke's battle is available at 1200 hours instead of the normal 1300 hours, or rather, the 1300 hours it would have been at if we had given the bag to Kaido. And this leaves us with a decision. We can attend Mari's battle and save her from death at the hands of Kudlak, or we can attend Keisuke's battle and save him from death at the hands of Kaido. But if you give the bag to Miss Mari, you can only do one or the other. You cannot save both under these circumstances. And it's a bit of a trap starting the game out, especially if you collect the bag on Day 4 and still have a time slot left to give it to Mari. Very easy to lock yourself into this no-win situation, which is pretty unfortunate. So the obviously the alternative event is that that could happen at this point is we go to save Mari, and that'll leave Keisuke to die by Kaido. But right now, we want to see what happens if we leave Miss Mari to die instead of going to rescue Keisuke instead. So let's do the Keisuke battle right now, and get to the point where we're given the decision on how to address this. So just got to skip through the dialogue here quite a bit. Unfortunately, the text skip does not allow us to actually speed up the animations within the cutscenes. When I'm not in the recording, I often have the emulator running at 400% speed so that I can get through the game much more quickly. That is the main reason why the time on this file is so ludicrously high. I have not actually spent over 100 hours getting this file ready. It's closer to around 30 or so. Alright, so we're getting close to the dialogue prompt here, and I'm actually gonna let you in on something here. I've never actually done this version of events here. I've always used violence to resolve the situation with Keisuke, so this is gonna be new territory for me. I'm genuinely not sure what's gonna happen here if we decide to talk Keisuke out of this, so let's dispatch and get the dialogue going.
Hey, are we really fighting Keisuke?
So let's ask Atsuro here.
The world Keisuke wants is one where evil people face judgment by Yama. So, if we defeat Yama, Keisuke won't be able to make that happen.
Okay, hold on. I think I've screwed something up here. Luckily, that's not a huge deal because I made a save. So I'm thinking that I actually do have to give the bag to Kaido, or give the bag to Miss... Let me back up here. I think I do have to give the bag to Kaido to get the alternate solution here, so already got a screw up here, so one moment. Alright, so for reasons I don't fully understand, this option is actually not appearing in my New Game Plus file. For whatever reason, Midori will not allow me to talk down Keisuke here, so instead we're going to have to just revert back to the file from the start of this video, and do it here, which is actually kind of annoying, but let's just deal with these problems as they arise. So, good plan, Atsuro. Let's talk him down.
Keisuke! Alright, stop! I don't want to fight you!
Atsuro, thank you. I don't want to fight you either.
No! I can't agree with that! If you have a friend who strays from the path of justice, isn't standing up to them the right thing to do? If you really care about them, you have to stop them, even if it means a fight.
Come on, you would fight your friends, Midori?
Midori, everyone has different views and opinions. It's impossible to agree on everything. That's why you don't let opinions get to you, or use them to hurt other people. You have to try to laugh small differences off, so your relationships stay intact.
This is a very surreal conversation, given the circumstances, I gotta admit.
Isn't that a more mature way to live? You just have to close your eyes to my actions. I promise not to get in your way either. After all, we're friends. We shouldn't have to hurt each other. We can coexist.
No! You aren't seeing the real problem. It's not friendship if you can't go deeper than the surface.
Midori left the group.
I'll never become that kind of grown-up.
Midori ran away.
Midori,
Don't get me wrong, Keisuke. We don't completely agree with you yet. But I don't think I can fight you either. I hope you get your head straight as you spend more time with us. Don't forget that.
I know. I don't want to become your enemy any more than you want to become mine. So, even though we have a difference of opinion, I think we can stay friends.
Keisuke joined the party.
Now, I have yet to decide your fate.
I'm sorry. I won't do any more bad stuff. I swear. Look, I'll leave my comp here too. Just please don't kill me.
Keisuke, you've done enough. All you have to do is take his comp away.
That's not for us to decide. Yama is the one who chooses whether or not to forgive.
Thou art in the right. This one thoughts harbor no further evil. I bestow the gift of time. Shouldst he stray from sin and keep to justice, he will live. Shouldst he not, his punishment awaits him.
Thank you. I'll work hard to serve the people.
The policeman put down the comp and ran off.
Now he's got his chance to purify his soul from sin. See? This is a good thing. Maybe he'll tell others like him that if they stay evil, only hell awaits them.
Yama can now be fused using the Cathedral Shadows, so if you decide to take that route with resolving the situation involving Keisuke, Midori decides to go AWOL on you, but this also has a ripple effect that happens later in the day. Now, losing Midori is honestly pretty bad in my opinion, but there is a fringe perk to taking the secondary route, which is going to require me to advance time a little bit to see it, so let's just go further into time as I complete further events throughout the day. Alright, so I've advanced us further into the day, and at 15:30, a new battle appears. This battle will only appear if you resolve the fight with Keisuke at 1300 hours peacefully. Or potentially at 1200 hours. I honestly was not prepared for not having the choice there, so I'm not exactly sure what I did to rob myself of that choice. If anybody knows, feel free to let me know. I'm actually super curious to know why that was. But we get a unique battle here against Kaido and Midori. What exactly could this be about, though?
Hey, Kaido! Are we really gonna do this?
Huh? You're the one who said you wanted to stop those bastards. But you do whatever you want. I'm gonna do what I came for.
But...
People are people. Their views are different, they butt heads. It's that simple. If you don't like it, don't come with me. I'll deal with them all by myself.
Yeah, I know, but you can't go around killing them, okay?
Who cares? Don't think about it so much. Just let yourself go sometimes.
Oh, did I pick the wrong partner? No, this is the only way to stop everyone. I gotta do my best.
Huh. So you were buddies with Four Eyes.
Midori? You brought Kaido?
Well, I couldn't stop you guys all by myself. But I couldn't let you guys be either.
Yo, hypocrite. I've been looking for you.
Are you talking to me?
Who the hell else, punk? You know, I don't care about my team losing face anymore. You just get on my nerves. I think I have to take you down.
I don't know what you're talking about. I only did what I thought was right.
Right, huh? You're such a dumbass. You make me sick. You call it justice, but it's just your ego talking. I'll feed you to Pazuzu!
Let the massacre begin.
You guys taught me to believe in my own justice. That's why I have to fight too. Come on, Black Frost!
Hee-ho! Is this a fight for the livelihood of justice? Alright, ho! And now I know exactly why this fight is not occurring in this in the New Game Plus playthrough, but we'll go over that when it becomes relevant. Yeesh, I had no idea this was an overlapping event. Oh, jeez.
Hey! Wait, Midori, why are you fighting against us?
Alright, so we've actually got quite the battle here. So our goal here is to defeat Kaido and Midori, and backing them up, they have Pazuzu and they have Black Frost to help them out. Normally, we do not see this guy until way, way later in the game, but I'm actually seeing a lot of fringe perks to seeing taking this route here. Geez, I had no idea this was a thing that could even happen in the game, though. Wow. But yeah, as you can see, Kaido and Midori are relatively weak, and we should just be able to run up and dunk on them. And for the purposes of this video, that's probably what I'm gonna do, because defeating Black Frost and, what is it? Pazuzu? Kind of difficult, as they're pretty high leveled at this point in the game. Not that I don't think we couldn't do it, but as you can see, there are quite a few valuable skills for us to crack here. Zondyne, Bufudyne, various amps here, Fire Repel, and Ice Repel. Jeez, this route actually has a lot more merit to it than I thought. I thought there was only one other fringe perk of doing this, but we're just going to take the simple approach to clearing this one out. We're just going to rush up and dunk on Midori and Kaido first things first. So let's deploy everyone here and just get ourselves ready. Let me swap in Kukulin so that I can bypass Pazuzu, just move right through him. And let's get this fight underway. Alright, so are you guys ready?
Keisuke, let's end this! Your idea of justice, it's wrong!
Some might think I'm cold-blooded, even inhumane. I know that. But if someone doesn't do what I'm doing, the world will never know peace. How can I make you understand, Midori?
Alright, so a little bit of interesting dialogue here, but this is a lot more interesting situation we just found ourselves in than I even realized. Now, the main reason I thought that this was an appealing route to take is because this is one of the few ways you can get Pazuzu and Yama in the same playthrough. The alternative event we can get where Keisuke gets killed is also an option for getting Pazuzu, but we don't get Yama in that circumstances. But if we come this route, quite a few interesting skills for us to collect, I gotta say. However, we're not interested in those right now. We just want to finish this fight nice and cleanly, so let's just dunk on Kaido to start things out.
It's me versus Four Eyes. If any of you get in my way, you can die too.
Oh geez, Kaido, just tell us how you really feel. But I'm not overly concerned about what this guy can do, because he is way outclassed by what we have at our disposal here. So get a Berserk thrown out, throw out a Mabufu here. And yeah, these demons just not gonna stand any kind of chance here. If we're lucky, we can get a freeze on Kaido, which would be really nice. Unfortunately, no freeze there, but I'm not overly concerned about what he can do. As you can see, he is just no match for us in the slightest. Let's take him down here. But yeah, this actually is a somewhat meritable route here, because normally we have to wait a bit to get more Dyne spells than just Agidyne.
What?
You destroyed the comp.
My comp!
I have fulfilled the terms of our contract. Without a comp, thou art unworthy. Farewell. Okay, that's a little funny there. So Kaido just has to take the walk on out. Next up is Midori. Let's go take her down a peg. And I'll hold my tongue until this fight is over. Let's just finish off Midori here.
Wake up, you guys! It's not like I want to fight you!
Midori, you ratted us out, and you're helping a guy who intended to kill us. I mean, I'm not saying you had strictly bad motives for this, but this is not exactly something that makes you look super good. I'm just gonna be honest here. But let's try and take all these things out. Ooh, that's actually really fortunate. That should allow Berserker to just completely dumpster Midori, and we can smash her comp, and she is no big deal to us anymore.
Ow!
You destroyed the comp.
My comp! Why?
Midori's comp is broken, ho? I can't fight anymore then. Hee-ho! I'll continue the battle for love Midori taught me. I hope we meet soon. It's almost like he's hinting at something. But that is mission complete. Very easy to finish off if you don't take on Black Frost and Pazuzu, but the rewards cannot be overstated if you do try to fight them.
I wonder if we could have done things differently.
I'm sure I did the right thing. So why do I have this tight feeling in my chest?
Keisuke, maybe you are doing the right thing. Maybe the world will slowly get better. But there are a lot of people like Midori who will oppose you to the bitter end, you know?
I know that. But someone has to do it, or this world won't be guided down the right path. If this pain is necessary to save the virtuous, I have to be ready to pay that price.
And so, Keisuke doesn't really have a change of heart there, but we do get at least a little bit of development from him here. He seems to be shaken on his path, and perhaps he can be convinced into a more peaceful path. I sincerely doubt Kaido is just going to take that lying down, though. I think he's going to look for a new comp. Now, if you attempted to address things this way, or decide to address things this way, Midori is gone from the party. She is gone permanently. You cannot get her back under these circumstances. So Keisuke becomes your dedicated fourth in this case, rather than having the choice between him and Midori. There is one final alternative to this, though. We've seen what happens if we are able to save both Mari and Keisuke, and we've seen what happens if we just try to save Keisuke specifically, but don't pay much mind to Mari. What happens if we save Mari, but don't save Keisuke, though? Alright, so if you fail to give the bag to Kaido, and then you choose to rescue Miss Mari at 1200 hours, then the Keisuke battle will disappear from your selection, and instead, this battle will appear at 1300 hours. What happens in this event? Well...
Ah! Blast them to hell, Yama!
Go, Pazuzu! Come on, Mr. Hypocrite. I finally got to meet you. Don't bore me now.
Don't you know what they did? Breaking things out of sheer anger and spite. They resort to violence when someone looks at them funny, or at the slightest annoyance. We all shared the pain of being trapped, but they've killed people over it. They don't understand how many people they've hurt.
So you go after him and judge him? Who the hell do you think you are, huh?
If they hadn't tried to stab me, I wouldn't have summoned Yama. Yama felt their hunger for blood and sentenced them. It's their own fault!
So it's all the demon and you ain't guilty of nothing. Shifting the blame now, huh? Don't even think about running from what you've done!
What? How can this be? Yama died?
And you're next. You know, you keep spewing all this justice crap, but you're using violence to make your point, just like those guys you hate so much. Admit it, you're just like me. So let's hear your apology.
My ambitions and ideals are nothing like yours. I'll apologize to no one.
You've got guts, kid. I'll give you that.
Is that Kaido and Keisuke?
Feeling pathetic now, aren't you? Isn't it time you gave up on your pride? Huh?
Yeah, I'm not letting go.
You had an iron will, but you were an idiot.
Keisuke! Keisuke!
Kaido! How dare you!
What? So he was a friend of yours?
I'll never forgive you for this! How could you?
So, what you gonna do then? Kill me?
And thus, a battle with Kaido commences after Keisuke has been deep-fried. And yes, Keisuke is dead in this version of events. You are required to dispatch Atsuro alongside you. Of course, this is a New Game Plus run that I'm playing this in, so I'm able to just completely demolish whatever Kaido is capable of throwing at us, so I'm just going to rush up and take him out. What's notable about this version of events is that you'll get access to fusing Pazuzu, but, of course, Yama will be rendered unavailable to you. So let me just quickly rush up and smash Kaido's face real quick.
Pazuzu! You've got more guts than I thought. Well, what's the matter? Are you scared? Come on! Is this it? Is this all you can do? Is it? Huh. The glasses kid held up better than this.
Wait! I said wait, damn it!
Keisuke. I guess it's true that he was going around killing Kaido's guys. The fact that his demon did it doesn't change anything.
I'm sorry, Atsuro. I think Keisuke and Kaido were out to prove the same thing. That's the worst part. Even if it is for justice, you can't resort to violence. Why did this have to happen?
I can hardly tell what's wrong and what's right anymore.
Yeah, you're right. That at least hasn't changed.
We got trapped inside the Yamanote. That's what started all this. Then the demons. Demon tamers drowned in their own power, while normal people cowered in fear.
In just a few days, the whole world changed. The people, the environment.
Yeah, we have to do something. I don't want anyone else like Keisuke to die.
And with that, should you get this version of events, you don't get Yama, but you do get Pazuzu. Since Pazuzu is just flatly an inferior demon to Yama, I don't really consider this worthwhile. And if Keisuke dies, you are locked out of Atsuro's ending, as his resolve is just absolutely destroyed in what he was planning on doing, so not a desirable turn of events in any circumstance, really. Fortunately, we were able to save both Miss Mari and Keisuke, and we get a pretty good bonus for doing so on day 7. With that all said and done, let's return to the proper timeline. So, if you decide to just save Keisuke instead, or are in a situation where you can only save one or the other and you decide to save Mari, yeah, Kaido just gives Keisuke a nice flash fry there. So, yeah, Keisuke is dead, he can't join our party, and instead of getting access to Yama, we get access to Pazuzu. The route that we're on allows us both Yama and Pazuzu, and we could crack all of those skills, so actually, I think it might be in your best interest, just from an optimal skill cracking standpoint, to go this route, because you can get some really powerful stuff from going this way sooner than you would be able to otherwise. Actually learning some really interesting new stuff doing this playthrough. I had no idea this was a thing in the game, but yeah, that's not how we're going to go. The route we're going to be taking is the one that happened in the proper timeline, the main playthrough that we've been following throughout this Let's Play. We saved both Keisuke and Mari and slayed Yama. Now, there is actually a way to get Yama and Pazuzu in the same playthrough that isn't tied to this route that we decided to take, but that's going to become a factor later, and we'll be addressing that when it becomes relevant. But yeah, sorry if I seemed a little thrown for a loop at a lot of points in this video. This is the first time I'm checking out this event, and it is actually super interesting. I gotta think about a potential playthrough that I do where I actually intentionally check out these different events here. It was pretty interesting. I hope I showed off some stuff that other people did not know about this game either, because this is some really unique circumstances to find yourself in, and I don't think anybody would think to go this route with the game, but that is where we'll leave this video. When we come back, we will see the events that, of course, I passed over to get to this point in the day, and continue the game properly. As always, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, though, goodbye.